What happens when one of Hollywood's most unforgettable tough guys suddenly leaves the world behind? Today we remember Donald Gibb, the legendary actor best known for playing Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds and the powerful fighter Ray Jackson in Bloodsport. For many fans of 1980s cinema, Donald Gibb was more than just a big man on screen. He brought humor, energy, and heart to every role he played. Now, fans around the world are mourning the loss of a man whose unforgettable presence helped define an entire era of entertainment. This is the complete story of Donald Gibb, his life, career, success, personal struggles, and the legacy he leaves behind. Donald Richard Gibb was born on August 4, 1954, in New York City. Although he was born in New York, much of his childhood was spent in California. From a very young age, Donald stood out because of his massive size and natural athletic ability. By the time he reached high school, he was already much larger and stronger than most students his age. But despite his intimidating appearance, people who knew him personally often described him as funny, friendly, and surprisingly gentle. That contrast between toughness and warmth would later become the trademark of his acting career. Sports became a major part of Donald's life during his teenage years. He loved football, basketball, and physical training, and many people believed he had the potential to become a professional athlete. Donald later attended University of New Mexico, where he played basketball before transferring to University of San Diego. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches tall with a powerful build, he looked perfectly suited for professional sports. But injuries and the difficult realities of athletic competition slowly pushed him away from that path. Without realizing it, life was preparing him for a completely different future in Hollywood. Donald Gibb entered acting almost by accident. Casting directors immediately noticed his giant frame and intimidating look. In the early years of his career, he was often given small roles as bikers, wrestlers, bodyguards, or tough guys. But Donald had something many other actors did not. He understood how to make intimidating characters entertaining and funny instead of simply aggressive. That unique balance helped him stand out in Hollywood very quickly. Everything changed for Donald Gibb in 1984 when he was cast as Ogre in the comedy film Revenge of the Nerds. The character was loud, aggressive, and physically terrifying, but also incredibly funny. Audiences instantly connected with him. Ogre quickly became one of the most memorable comedy characters of the 1980s. Fans loved the way Donald mixed strength with humor, creating a character that people still quote and remember decades later. The success of the movie turned Donald Gibb into a recognizable Hollywood face almost overnight. Because of the film's popularity, Donald returned in multiple sequels and continued building a loyal fan base. Even today, many fans still recognize him first as the legendary Ogre. But comedy was not the only genre where Donald succeeded. A few years later, he gained even more attention through action films. One of his most iconic performances came in the 1988 martial arts movie Bloodsport alongside Jean-Claude Van Damme. Donald played Ray Jackson, a fearless fighter who quickly became a fan favorite around the world. His chemistry with Jean-Claude Van Damme gave the movie extra energy and emotion. Unlike many action stars of that era, Donald combined physical power with warmth and humor that made audiences connect with him on a deeper level. For many martial arts movie fans, Ray Jackson remains one of the most beloved supporting characters ever seen on screen. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Donald appeared in many television shows and films, including The A-Team, MacGyver, and Night Court. No matter how small the role was, his presence always stood out. Away from Hollywood cameras, Donald Gibb lived a much quieter life. Friends and co-stars often described him as humble, loyal, and easy to work with. Unlike many celebrities, he stayed away from major scandals and controversy. He focused more on family life and personal happiness than constant fame. Fans who met him at conventions over the years often said the same thing. Despite looking intimidating on screen, Donald was warm, approachable, and kind in real life. Over the course of his long acting career, Donald Gibb built an estimated net worth of several $1 million through movies, television appearances, conventions, and entertainment projects. While he never became one of Hollywood's highest-paid stars, he earned something equally important: long-lasting respect from audiences. His characters continued entertaining new generations long after the original films were released. That kind of lasting popularity is something very few actors achieve. Donald understood that success was not only about fame, it was also about creating characters people would never forget. In his later years, Donald reportedly faced several health challenges connected to aging and years of physical strain. However, he mostly kept his private life away from public attention. Even during difficult times, he continued appearing at fan events whenever possible and always seemed grateful for the support he received. Fans admired the way he carried himself with positivity and humility. According to reports, Donald Gibb passed away on May 12, 2026, at the age of 71 at his home in Texas. His family later confirmed the heartbreaking news and requested privacy during the difficult time. As news of his passing spread online, tributes quickly flooded social media. Fans shared favorite scenes from Revenge of the Nerds and Bloodsport, remembering the laughter and excitement Donald brought into their lives. Many people described him as one of the most lovable giants in Hollywood history. Co-stars and longtime friends also praised his kindness behind the scenes. For millions of movie lovers, Donald Gibb represented a special era of entertainment when characters felt larger than life. His performances continue to inspire nostalgia and joy even today. Donald Gibb may no longer be with us, but his legacy will continue through the unforgettable characters he created. Every time fans watch Ogre on screen or cheer for Ray Jackson in Bloodsport, they will remember the actor who brought those characters to life with humor, heart, and authenticity. He proved that even supporting actors can leave the biggest impact of all. Rest in peace, Donald Gibb. Thank you for the memories, the laughter, and the unforgettable moments you gave to audiences around the world. And if you grew up watching Donald Gibb movies, share your favorite memory in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more classic Hollywood stories and tributes.